meeting between the two, not only from the standing standpoint, but this one from a tiebreaker standpoint. Denver's won 2 of 3, and who knows if these two teams finish. Porter can't hit, who are thrilled that Luka Doncic is with the Lakers. Jackson Hayes is one of them.
No doubt, and he's the prototypical kind of center Luka had in Dallas. He loves the athletic rim runner to freeze that backline defender.
Boy, a lot of contact. Doncic takes it, knocks it in, and a chance for a three-point play. Gordon was smothering Doncic, and that's the strength of Luka. The free throw miss. They get another possession. Reeves, who has just been on an absolute tear. To Doncic, shot clock at 5. Watson guarding Doncic. Doncic looking, Watson trying to stay with him. Scoop bucket is good. Already 2 terrific buckets for Luka Doncic.
Yeah, even that one.
And they just fought their way through a victory.
They hit Golden State with a force and a pace that I think Golden State was unprepared to match with all of those guys out. Russell Westbrook was the engine the other night. Aaron Gordon, the primary offensive weapon that they relied upon.
And Gordon, again, that was the most point. George obviously banged up, but Denver, it's their top guys. Even Christian Brown and Aaron Gordon aren't 100%. But like you know this, at this time of season, very few players are 100%.
Nobody is. I'll take it a step further. And so what you're...
A season high. And you know he's going to want to play well here.
He likes the challenge, I believe. Like, guys around, okay, obviously he'd rather play with the stars. He likes the challenge of seeing what he can lead this team to.
Doncic and Hayes connect once again. They are starting to get... was one of the great scorers in league history. Vincent knocks down the 3. Everybody getting into the act. This is a first quarter bludgeoning right now. A 19-point Laker lead. Gordon looks to answer and does.
Ability, because of his strength and his size and vision, he can get the ball from one side of the floor to the other on a rope. And this is just him getting it out and playing to the weak side. You saw 3 white jerseys all the way on the left side of the floor outside the paint. When that ball comes out, it's just too far to run to get back to contest. And you're...
There are some nights, Tim Legler, where he's unguardable. So far, it's one of those nights.
This is one of those nights, and he represents that rare combination. Like, he's capable and not capable.
It's a lot of contact, though, and as well as the arm. Terrific defensive plays. Connect. Change of Ray Acosta coming in. Yep. That appeared to be the right call. Good hands from Luka Doncic. And what J.J. Redick has talked about with Doncic, he said his level of effort and engagement on defense has been good.
He was picked on when he first got this. You're going to have to try to cut into this now over the remainder of the second quarter.
The Nuggets have 3 timeouts left for the game. He's already had to call 4 timeouts. Connect from deep. He's 3 for 3 from downtown. This is just some extraordinary long distance shooting. 11 of 17. And we played just screens.
That's got to tighten up, and you can create some of this, which is when they are absolutely at their best, particularly Christian Brown.
And Brown, nice move, but that's exactly what you said down the other end. Spencer Jones played that physical, still shooting at 69%. Watson gets inside, and a blocking foul is going to be called on Reed. 12 for 18 shooting from long distance for the Lakers. Doncic drives and whips a pass. That's turnover number 6 for the Lakers. A rare mistake tonight from Luka Doncic. Doncic, the quick spin. Shot blocked by Watson. Terrific play. Watson says something to Doncic, who's jawing at him the entire way up the floor.
Right now is over the last 3 to 4 minutes, it's become much more difficult on the Lakers' offensive end of the floor to get anything. There's definitely a greater sense of pressure and physicality being applied right now, but the hole was so big. Let's see if they can continue to chip into it, but at least Michael Malone is seeing a greater sense of urgency down.
Have it in there, but Hayes with the steal. Denver has now 14 turnovers, 10 of them here in the second. We're under 2 minutes to play in the first half. Doncic 21 points in the first quarter, has 2 here in the second. And rebound check. Oh, what a play. Come flying in is Watson.
And all of that action was initiated by Westbrook. He took it right to Luka Doncic. Luka trying to draw a charge in there, and Westbrook's ability to get on the glass and keep that alive eventually led to the Watson tip-in.
Doncic gets inside. Half. Final seconds. Reeves looking. Hoisted up at the buzzer. And that will end the first half. In the first quarter, the Lakers absolutely mauled the Nuggets. But Denver comes back and they end the second. As pulls up, jump shot is good. He's got great instincts, obviously offensively, but JJ Redick says he's got excellent instincts defensively too. He just hasn't always had that full-time commitment to defense.
You know he's got the IQ for it, and then he also has a component that's so important for teams' defense.
So far, 11 points, 5 assists. But he's also much improved defensively when you talk to the Laker coaching staff. Watson, that's a three. Watson shooting 36% from three-point range.
The Denver right now is
You know, like Cade Cunningham, a lot of people talk about him. Cunningham was great last year. Yes, has he gotten better? I like to see that award given to a player who's more of a role player who takes that next big step.
Completely agree.
Oh, how about that? Finney Smith, the jack
maker and initiator for the Lakers.
Doncic, a three. Westbrook racing up the floor, gets into the paint, kicks it out. Jones, his three-pointer bounces around, off the mark, fight for the Doncic a lot. Jones goes for the fake. He knew it when he went up in the air. And Doncic, with a smile, goes to the free throw line.
You could almost see the look on Luka's face when he caught the ball that far out on the floor, and Jones was doing everything he could with all that energy, trying to show Luka how ready he was to guard him. And Luka's going to use that energy.
Pickett, jump shot. And Lakers have completely regained control of this one as we hit the final 2 minutes of the third. A great scintillating first quarter as Vincent can't hit. Nuggets storm back, and then another dominant third period here for the Lakers. This could be it for Doncic tonight. Again, he was probable with the Lakers with a 20 factor. And then there are other nights where you're like, nah, it's just nobody has separated themselves from the pack except obviously the Thunder. Reeves tied up, back to Connect. And Connect hits the side of the rim. Build and Connect. Tyson, Pickett, Paul, Chanchar, and Jones out there for Denver. Pickett gets inside. The former Nittany Lion gets it out to Jones, and Jones way off on the three. But look at the hustle. There he is. Gets his rebound, goes right back up, and shot is good. Under the Lakers spotlight, which is different than any other team. He's coaching under the LeBron James spotlight, which is different than coaching any other player. There's so much scrutiny and being under the microscope, but he has handled it so beautifully. His preparation has the respect of all.
Get ready for the most important time of the year when you're playing every other day against the most difficult defenses you're going to face.
And legs, like we said, this is 6 games in 8 days. That's for any player. By the way, that's a Columbus Blue Jackets jersey. Of course, keeping that Ohio theme going for him. LeBron James is went to 16 with 4 to play. Tyson can't get that to go. Hall the rebound, back up and in. So Hall, the rookie from Clemson, who was not. So him missing these last 2 games shows you that he's got some issues he's dealing with. There's the ankle, the elbow, the shoulder. And tried to.
They wanted, but that was the shot that they were trying to look. And you think down the road, maybe that's Aaron Gordon in that spot. Maybe that's Jokic in that spot.
Coach is always thinking down the road. And a foul now. They're in the penalty. Second foul in the last 2 minutes with 21.2 remaining.